Assalamu alaikum students. It's ninth biology and our new chapter is about enzymes. So before proceeding towards the main topic about enzymes, we should know that what is actually metabolism. Metabolism is actually derived from a Greek word which means change. It comprises of two things, anabolism and catabolism. Anabolism means the synthesis of complex large molecules, and because there is a synthesis, so energy is utilized here. On the other hand, catabolism means that breakdown of the large molecules or the complex molecules into the smaller ones and the simpler ones. And here the energy is going to released. Now coming to the main topic, that is enzymes, we should know what is actually the definition of enzyme. Enzymes actually are the proteins that catalyze, speeds up biochemical reactions and are not changed during reaction. Enzymes are biocatalysts which speeds up the biochemical reactions inside living organisms. So enzymes are actually speeding up of the chemical reactions which are taking place inside every living organisms, and they are needed so that the work which has to be done in 5 minutes, it has to be done in 1 or 2 minutes. Substrates and products. So substrates are actually the molecules on which the enzymes are going to act on. They can be proteins, they can be carbohydrates, they can be the lipids. These are the larger complex molecules. And on these particular molecules, on these particular substrates, the particular enzyme is going to do the action. Like proteins are being broken down by the proteases, carbohydrates are being broken down by the carbohydrases. On the other hand, lipids are broken down by the lipases, and they will be converting it into the different products. Like protein will be broken down into the product amino acids, the protease will be released as it is, then the carbohydrate will be broken down into the glucose, and the carbohydrates enzyme will be released as it is, and lipids will be broken down into fatty acids, and lipase will be released as it is. Now going to the next, this is the diagram which is showing you the action which is taking place between the substrate and the enzyme. They are forming the enzyme substrate complex, and after enzyme substrate complex, the enzyme will break down the substrate into the different products, and enzyme will be released as it is. Now coming to the activation energy. Activation energy is actually the minimum amount of energy which is used to start any chemical reaction. And there are different ways through which we can lower the activation energy through enzymes. Number one, alter the shape of the substrate to lower the requirement of energy. Second, disrupting the charge distribution on substrate. Third, bringing the substrates in the correct orientation to react. Now, what is actually the activation energy? We can show it through a diagram that activation energy is actually lowered by the action of the enzymes. When we have a substrate without an enzyme, it will be broken down in a very longer time. On the other hand, if we have an enzyme, the substrate will be broken down in a very short period of time. So the enzymes are going to save our time as well. This is another diagram which is showing the progress of a reaction with a catalyst, with an enzyme, or without a catalyst, without enzymes. Now coming to the different categories of enzymes. There are two main categories of enzyme. One is intracellular enzyme, the other one is extracellular enzyme. Now what are intracellular? Intracellular means within the cell. Those enzymes which are working within the cell, they are known as intracellular enzymes. On the other hand, extracellular enzymes means those enzymes which are working outside of a cell. Outside of a cell means within the organs. For example, stomach, there are several enzymes which are present inside the stomach, inside the intestines, inside our mouth cavity, which are there to do the action of different digestions. Now, coming to the assignment part. These are the short questions. You can do it on your own. That what is metabolism? What are the enzymes? Define activation energy and ways to lower the activation energy. What are the categories of enzymes? Give examples and illustrate diagrammatically activation energy of enzymes. Thank you.